Whatever. Okay, let's go on to now. We want to talk about betting, baby. We're done with fantasy talk. Let's go into betting here.
Money talk.
We got the Rams are -2.5. The Seahawks against the Seahawks, which are at home, over under 54.5 points. If you don't know how betting works, over under is the amount of total points together. Well, I just think there's a lot of people out there. You know what I mean?
It's just so funny.
Well, there's a lot of states.
Possible.
There's a lot of states that just legalize gambling and they're figuring it out. Legalize sports betting, but like. So over under is 54.5. That means total points combined, whatnot. So Rams are favored to win by 2.5 points. Who are you taking in this game, guys? I've gone back and forth on this in my head so far. It's almost like a gross game because it's divisional. You know, they're on a short week. Rams just took a big loss, so you want to say that they're going to come back. I don't know. What are you guys thinking?
I'm gonna actually do the teaser.
Okay.
That's what I hit.
Yeah, sure.
That's what I bet. So, you could do 6. So what a teaser is, you can take those numbers and move it 6 points in either direction. So I would take that total and tease it under. So under 60.5 is what I would do.
Okay. Nice.
And then I would tease the Rams to +4.5, so they can win or lose by 4 points. That's what I would do. That would be
Rams +4.5.
Yeah. Or you can take the Seahawks +8.5. Which one do you like more?
I like the Seahawks +8.5.
So that's why teasers are fun. And you could do a 2-team teaser, and it pays the same as a straight bet.
The thing with the teasers, too, is you could do both. You could tease the Rams +4.5, and then you could do the...
then if it's a 3-point game, yeah.
Yeah.
And then you do the
Seahawks
+8.5. So
yeah,
that's kind of the thing. You'd middle it, you know?
Your 3-point game, you fucking middle it, baby.
That's...
so for me, when I'm betting, like games like this that are just like I call these games coin flip games because this game is literally 50-50. I feel like you just don't know. It could go either way. So I usually try to stay away from these quote unquote coin flip games. I also try to stay away from like prime time games like Thursday night, Sunday night, Monday Night Football. This is just like my own personal strategy because more times than not, I feel like those are the games that the majority of the public are betting on, and
the lines move all weird.
And the casinos they make money off people losing on these bets. So it's like I feel like whenever you look at a line, you're like, oh, that's for like example, Patriots -7 against the Bucks -7 against the Patriots last Sunday night. You're thinking like, oh, dude, the Bucks should smack them, yada yada, -7. And the Bucks barely pull off the win, so you get the home team plus the points there. But
Belichick's son had the fucking tongue out, bro.
Yeah. But for me, it's tough because, like I said, the Rams, coming off a tough loss at home to the Cardinals. Seahawks are at home. I think I would actually take the Seahawks just because it's a division game. The Seahawks are at home. Primetime game with Russ. I think I would take Seahawks +2.5. If you want to get frisky, maybe take a money line. Just if you want to get more bang for your buck. When you take a money line, that means you just take them to win straight up, and the odds and the payouts get increased for you. So I would probably take the Seahawks +2.5 in this game right here.
I'm with you on that. If anything, I'm taking the Seahawks on a home game, short week.
If I had to, but if I'm doing like a parlay, I would leave this off my parlay. Like I'm not doing a parlay where the first game is Thursday night, and then I got all these games on Sunday night too. So because this is, like I said, a coin flip game to me. So, but if I want to have some action on the game, give me the Seahawks at home in a division game +2.5. Like I said, maybe even just do money line.
Yeah, because when you're at 2.5, it's like you might as well. There you go.
That's what I was actually gonna say. Sorry,
I got you.
That's how Vegas gets you, though. That's actually a smart bet because usually when you're sports betting, you're like, oh, fucking, you're trying to get bang for your buck. This is a perfect situation where the Rams kick a game-winning field goal down 1 and they win by 2, and everyone's like, oh.
It is crazy how on point the lines are. The lines are just ridiculous.
It happens all the goddamn time where it's like, oh, I had the Seahawks money line, but it's like if you take the 2.5, it's not sexy because 2.5 is such a weird number, but you'd be surprised how many times a team wins by 2 and the other team was +2.5, but everybody took a money line because it's like, I don't give a fuck if you lose by 2. I want you to win. Yeah. So it's actually a smart bet for you to take those 2 points because, look, the Bucks won by 2, right?
Yeah, because you know what it is like you see the 2.5 and you're thinking, like, man, if this was 3, I'd be down because then I could push possibly on it with a 3-point game. But yeah,
it's just crazy how much. Yeah, from living here in Vegas, like people that don't bet, like you were saying, when I see a score of a game, sometimes I'm like, well, I wonder what the total was. Like, it's like in the back of my mind. Or when you see a bunch of points scored in like at the end of the game, you're like, well, I wonder what the total was. Like a backdoor total cover or something.
Yeah.
It's crazy, but it's science.
Anyways, yeah. So we got 2 Seahawks. You're doing a teaser. I like it. An over under on this one. I'm probably gonna go. Over. Going over.
Over 54?
Shootout Thursday Night Football. Seahawks defense trash. They're gonna chase. They're gonna fire back. Russell Wilson's gonna throw hella touchdowns on the back end.
I mean, yeah.
Chasing points.
I will say every that I'm trying to think of, all these like primetime games have been pretty good all year. Like even that Bengals game was good. I mean, so
yeah, the Bengals Jaguars game was actually surprisingly
entertaining,
much better than I thought it would be.
Seriously.
But yeah, all right. Well, just like that. Hey, did you like that video? No, not the one of Big Ben completely eating shit when nobody even touched him. I'm talking about our fantasy football video we just did. You just watched. Well, guess what? That was just a clip from the full audio podcast. So if you want to check out the whole thing, links down below. AVG Fantasy Football Podcast, Stitcher, Spotify, all of them. Anywhere you can get audio podcasts, we're there. Go ahead and check it out. And if you don't want to look at your fantasy team to look the way Big Ben does right here, wait for it. Come on, replay. This is your fantasy team. But that won't be your fantasy team if you subscribe to AVG Fantasy Football. So go ahead, subscribe and like this video. Subscribe to the channel and like.